Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome back to Ryan's Average Reactions. Hope you're doing great today. Thanks for coming back to the channel for some Supernanny. Sorry that there haven't been any uploads for like almost 10 days. I did make a video. I made a Dance Moms compilation reaction and disputed it. And they denied my claims. Then I tried to edit out some of the parts that they disputed, they being Lifetime, and they denied those as well. So there's literally nothing I can do, and it sucks that that's still the case on YouTube, and they have the worst copyright system known to man. But that being said, we have some Supernanny here, a show that everybody seems to like on here. I will be doing another Catfish reaction very soon. But this episode of Supernanny, it's really a mom that I feel very bad for because she just is really sad, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just, I don't know. There's something going on deeper than even what the episode may entail. But as always, Supernanny, always great. Joe Frost, always great. The best at what she does. That's why she is a super nanny. She's not subpar nanny. She's super nanny. You know what I'm saying? As always, like the video if you want to be nice. And if you don't, then that's totally okay. We all have our days. Subscribe if you have not and would like to. And as always, comments help feed the algorithm. The beast that is YouTube algorithm. Comments do drive it. So if you think of anything at any point, help me out. Comment something. Also, I've been uploading a ton. I've been addicted to Animal Crossing. I have a gaming channel. If you care about gaming content, it's Ryan's Average Games. I'll put the link in my description. Been playing a lot, so if you like long-form gaming, I got you covered on that. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I stream 6 days a week now. You know the Twitch is always in the description. If I can, every video, if I can get like 3 or 4 people to come on over, then that would be great. So I'll stop blabbing now. Enjoy the episode. Thank you, as always. I hope you're doing great. Hope life's going well for you. And I'll talk to you very soon, okay? All right. Well, you see the title of this one. Kid whips his sister. DeMello family. I'm hoping not with an actual whip. I'm hoping maybe with like a towel or something. But I guess we'll find out. Here we go. Supernanny, USA.
He's whipping her.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, no!
We've got Indiana Jones here.
It's a real whip! I did it! My God, it's a real whip, and he's got a... It's a real whip. We're only 8 seconds in, and he actually has a whip. Who gave this kid a whip, bro?
Yes, you did.
It's a
I
muscle.
think one of the reasons why
That's crazy.
children are bouncing off the walls is because they're just kept inside all the time. Is this all your backyard?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, nice backyard.
Big.
Yeah, I mean, we don't play outside a lot. It's just that we're stuck in the house a lot.
You don't play outside and you live in front of a lake? They have a lakefront. What?
Stuck in the house.
So it seems like a lot of aggression goes on because they don't get out enough.
No, they don't like it.
They love to be out.
I'm a bit lost. Hold on, they like going out,
They love going out.
but they're stuck inside.
Yeah.
I don't get that. That's...
What's going on here? Oh, that was a preview. I was about to get real pissed off real quick. Oh, look at this. I've never seen this intro.
This week I'm in Taunton, Massachusetts, ready to help a family who I believe desperately need my help. So we better look, right?
Hi, we're the DeMellos. I'm
It's a nice
Don.
coat.
I'm Diane, and we have 3 kids.
Damon is 6, Dante is 4, and Gianna is 2.
Yeah, they're young.
I told you no, see?
Our house is a very stressful, chaotic atmosphere. There's a lot of screaming,
Oh, my God.
yelling, fighting, throwing things. Neither one of us have control.
Jesus.
Damon is a strong-willed child. He likes to get very angry
A
and
demon.
physical sometimes when he doesn't get what he wants.
Dante is a middle child.
Did he just punch his baby sister in the ribs? Hell no. Hell no. Hold on.
Dante is the middle child.
Look at this. What is that? She's like 2 years old. A rib shot? What's he in the UFC?
Dante became the screamer of the house.
God.
Gianna's a sweet little girl who's
Oh, yeah? She has a sweet little girl chucks a bottle across the room.
actually becoming angry.
Oh, boy.
She is picking up from her older brothers these bad habits, that's for sure.
Well, what a surprise, the little one's copying.
My day is random. I don't have a schedule, so it's constant just chaos and running around and getting in the car. There's no routine. I do not want to live life like this any longer. Eat your lunch. It's too stressful.
There's no joy here. Everything's so sad.
I just want the household to be more happy, more loving. Supernanny, we're at the breaking point.
I hate you, Mama.
Please come and help us now. We need
Certainly
you.
need help.
I'm not fucking leaving!
You're being pushovers. You better buckle up because things are about to change. I'm on my way.
License, thank you for the year, my friend. I did not upload the 12-hour for DMCA reasons, unfortunately. I'm sorry. A lot of episodes. But thank you for the year, my friend.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Joe Frost.
Hi, Joe. Come on in.
Thank you.
I was a little nervous and anxious. I wasn't sure what she was going to tell us or how we were going to handle what she had to say to us.
Hi, what's your name?
The kids
Hi,
are always
Dante.
so
Pleased
nice
to
in the
meet you.
beginning. They're always so
And
polite.
Who's this? What's your name?
Amen.
Say hello.
Hi.
Is Don around?
He's at work.
He's at work, so I'll get to see him later.
Yes.
It wasn't long before I saw Mum put discipline into practice. I didn't like what I saw, and I didn't like how Damon was talking to his mother.
Damon, don't turn it on.
Stupid Mama.
We can play it later. When we have time to play it, we'll
PS2
play it
right
later.
there.
I hate you.
Well, then now you're not going to play at all.
Yeah,
You won't play later and you won't play. Get off
It's
of
like
me,
a
Damon.
pterodactyl. Oh, my God.
Stupid Mama.
Jesus.
Not only was Mum's so-called discipline ineffective,
temper
but I
tantrum.
really couldn't believe how she was tolerating the way her son was speaking to her, calling her stupid mama. I mean, when did that become acceptable?
Stupid mama.
He's whipping her.
That's just a crazy thing to hear Joe say. He's whipping her. Is he actually whipping her? She's like on the couch, like dead right there.
We've got Indiana Jones here.
I didn't whip her.
Yes, you did.
I think one of the reasons why the children are bouncing off
whipping
the
her.
walls is because they're just kept inside all the time. Is this all your back?
We saw it.
Action goes on because they don't get out enough.
No, they don't like it.
They love to be out.
I'm a bit lost. Hold on, they like going out,
They love going out.
but they're stuck inside.
Yeah.
I don't get that. That's
It's just so tough with three of them running in all directions. My husband wasn't out there. I couldn't finagle three running in all directions. So a lot of times, you know, we always stayed in the house.
No, they don't let their kids outside in their giant backyard because they can't corral them. Do they not have a fence?
I mean, it's every child's delight to have such space to be able to skip and play ball and run around, and yet Mum's not even using that. What time did the kids get out this morning?
They get up at about 8 o'clock.
So for almost 6 hours they've been in.
Yeah.
It does blow me away, really. I mean, they've all got cabin fever. They stick in the house 24/7. None of them go out.
15 minutes, Mum. Then
So I decided to take the kids outside just to see how chaotic it can be.
Oh my God, look at this yard.
To take the kids outside just to see
Are you
how.
kidding me? What a dream. That's it. They have dude, that's like a resort yard. They have a legit giant lake, playground set. There's a giant fence on the left. I could see obviously some concern with the lake, but
chaotic.
supervision, you know.
What, honey? Why don't you go play? Play in the swings?
I don't think they even
Go
know how to
play,
play.
honey.
There is a fence.
When they got outside, they didn't know what to do, and Mum stood around and they
They
stood
don't know
around.
how to play.
They don't actually come out, do they, into a park or an open field or a...
No.
That's
Sometimes,
weird.
you know, in the summer we do pools and more activities, but other than that, I don't take them anywhere.
No, I mean, I can see.
Yeah. It's
Just because they're kind of just standing around not knowing what to do, really.
yeah.
It's weird to see
Any other
kids not
people
know how to
grab
be
a football
kids.
Or,
Right.
you know, be grabbing their bike and trying to ride it on the grass or climbing up on the slide. God, it's
I'm gonna be honest.
and trying to ride it on the grass or...
I think this mom is depressed. Real talk. I think she's depressed. I haven't seen her. She's very like, I don't know. I just feel like there's a little bit more going on here. She seems actually sad, not just like my kid. Like she's really not enjoying this.
Climbing up on the slide. God, it's all...
Just looking at her
Genuine
eyes, I
golden,
think
isn't it?
something's wrong.
And now I've seen it all. These kids don't even know how to have fun in their backyard. Mum's just
How
not
big that
enthusiastic
yard is,
to
man.
be around the kids and to do anything with the kids. It's like she's sleepwalking. What she
Right.
needs is a good wake-up call.
It's a shame. You cannot eat this. It's not good for you.
Eventually, Dad came home.
Well, the dad's here. Let's see if he's going to do anything. Probably not.
Joe Frost, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I introduced myself. He went upstairs to change. He didn't really acknowledge Mum. I thought that was a bit weird.
Just walks in.
And then when he came downstairs, I thought, better ask these two about their relationship.
So, are you guys on the same page?
Same page as far as what?
You're parenting. You communicate often about that?
Yeah, most of the time.
He said they do communicate, but she said they don't.
I believe her.
Don't communicate.
We don't communicate about it, but we're on the same page as far as we do the same things, which is a lot of talk, no action.
A lot of talk and no action.
Well, we just repeat ourselves and the kids don't listen, and we have the same techniques. Don't do this, stop.
Yeah, we can only do as much as we know, really. We're rookies, you know, what do we know? What do we know about parenting, you know what I mean?
Rookie? You've got 3 kids. How can you be a rookie?
If you have a 6-year-old and you're still a rookie, that worries me. You have a 6-year-old for 6 years. You're not getting it down yet. 3 kids in. That's a little scary.
Hardly a rookie.
Right.
Hey,
Soon I got to see Dad's idea of discipline.
What are you hitting her for? This is where boys go to don't behave.
Daddy.
Why did Daddy put you in the chair?
Okay. At least there's some parent. At least he's doing some sort of parenting, though. This is better than some dads. At least he's doing a naughty chair.
What does shut up mean, Dante?
Dad had Dante on the chair, then he was having a conversation with him.
Put your foot off the table.
Don't put your feet on the table, put them down.
Why do you say that all the time, Dante? You want to tell Daddy why you say that?
He kept trying to reason and go over and over,
Get back in that chair.
hoping that Dante would say, "Oh yeah, Dad, I know, I get it. Yeah, I really messed up. Never mind, I won't do it again."
It's a picture. Stupid Daddy.
Oh,
So, that's time out, yeah?
yeah.
Is he finished it now, or
Yeah,
he
he's
hasn't? Or
finished.
he's finished it now?
Yeah, but then he just said stupid Daddy again. He just doesn't get it.
So, was your time out
Put him back in
effective?
the chair. I don't know. I don't think so. Partially.
What do you feel?
No.
No.
I realised
He's
that Dad
honest.
is asleep at the wheel as well. He knows what he does doesn't work, but he does it anyway.
That was man. That was such a British the way she said all those words.
Doesn't work. Dad is asleep at the wheel as
Loki.
well. He knows what he does doesn't work, but he
Work.
does it anyway.
Love that from Joe. Love when Joe's accent really comes out.
What do you want to drink, Dante? Water?
I've seen Mum and Dad deal with discipline separately, so now I'm going to be interested to see how they handle dinner time
All right,
together.
I'm on my 6th pickle. I'm on the big fat girthy one.
Like this?
I hear you. I don't
What do you want?
want.
Want cheese?
But even before we got there, the kids had kicked into high gear.
Told you.
These kids
This
are
is
nuts.
what I made. I'm not making a second meal.
Give me that.
Who are they eating raviolis and they're pissed? If I had pasta or raviolis as a kid, I am celebrating. These kids are spoiled.
She wants fish and chips. Come on, Damon, eat what I made.
And then I couldn't believe what I heard.
All right. So I'll make you chicken.
Mom got up to make the second meal where she said she wasn't going
That's
to
ridiculous.
make it. Why would you make more work for yourself?
I just want to please him.
I'm telling you, I'm not trying to make a joke. She is depressed. I'm telling you right now. Her eyes are lifeless.
But do you look like you're pleasing him? I mean, seriously?
Feel
Look
bad.
at this little one's face. Do you look like you're pleasing him?
No.
And just to drive the point home, Damon decided to tell Mum what to do with the first meal after she'd made the second one.
Can I have one of the macaroni?
What did you say? You wanted the macaroni too?
This is cold.
That's not funny,
I
really.
said like a warm.
What's
This
this?
kid is upset his
No,
food is
he asked for
cold.
some macaroni with it. And now it's cold, so go warm it up.
Wow.
Mum's looking at
And she's doing it! If I would have told my mom, go warm up my food, I don't know, she would be like, I'm not feeding you for the rest of the day. I'm not your servant. He said, go warm up my food, it's cold. And she said, okay. Well, what do you think your kids are going to do? That's crazy. That's wild. Talking to your parents like that is nuts. My dad and my mom would have been like, okay, well, you're done for the night. Good luck. Get an Oreo.
me like, huh, can you believe this kid? And I'm looking at her like, huh, can I believe you're doing this?
That's
Damon,
crazy.
come eat.
He doesn't eat. I would be so
Right,
pissed
I'm
off.
calling it a day. I have seen more than enough. We do
Joe
need
is
to have a
upset.
family meeting and sit down and discuss what's necessary in order to see a change here. So, nice and early tomorrow. Okay, family meeting. Thank you very much for today.
What this family are doing, they know is absurd. They know it's wrong. It's just really lazy parenting.
Tomorrow morning, nice and early, adult conversation.
Okay. I don't know what the future holds or how much longer till one of us breaks
Good night.
or till the whole family breaks or the marriage breaks.
Good
Oh
night.
boy, Jesus.
I think tomorrow's going to be a real wake-up
I don't
call
think they're
for
doing
Mum
it
and
as
Dad
well
in
as
the
they
family
think they are as
meeting.
husband and wife.
They need it.
Hi.
Right. Oh, there it is. At least it's in the center this time. I'll cheer for that. Looks like a bowl of fake grapes, but at least they did a better job this time. Centerpiece in the center. It's called the centerpiece. So I'll give them credit. We're happy about that for once. Actually, it's very well centered. So we're good.
Hi.
Have a good night,
So
Sasha.
let's get straight down to business. Deep down, none of you are happy. The kids are sad, the kids are angry, and actually the pair of you are not doing your job together.
Nope.
You chose to have these kids, to raise them.
I thought it was going to be easy.
Thought it was going to be easy having 3 kids. I don't know about that.
I thought they were going to be well behaved. You get married, you have kids, and everything's
Who
grand.
told you that?
That's such a weird. I thought it was going to be easy. I thought they were just going to get married and have kids. Damn, I must have been wrong. Yeah. Oh, because they're 6, 3, and 2.
Just the way I grew up, fairy tale, and I had no idea it was going to be so much work.
Do you know what? I find that hard to believe. I just don't see no enthusiasm. There's nothing interesting about you being around your kids. You have 3 children who need
Well, I mean,
their
she's
parents'
pretty,
interaction.
but she's pretty sad,
Who
too.
need to connect with you emotionally, mentally.
You know, that fruit bowl doesn't need to be there. That fruit bowl is almost falling off, and that's unnecessary. Who would put a fruit bowl there? Slide it away.
Who need you to feel like you give a damn being with them. You're
You
uninterested.
know who the mom looks like for all of my internet people out there? Mariah Amato. What the heck's his name? I forget his name at this. Heath's fiance. Guy looks like an like a 45-year-old Mariah.
Interesting. Seriously, Diane, watching you with the kids, your face is you're. The lights are on and no one's at home.
Hey, look at that. Me and Joe are. I knew it. I knew something was up. I could tell. I'm telling you, just from the eyes, you could tell a lot from people. Me and Joe. This is why Joe and I would make such a good couple. And I hope Joe gets this clip. We have so many similarities, Joe. The way we pick up on people, their mannerisms, the way that we raise children.
There is not an ounce of enthusiasm for you being around the kids. Not an ounce. Everything's an effort.
You have an invite. She's married. Well, they get divorced.
It is. They won't stay happy for more than 5 minutes. I can't please them.
I don't think I'd be happy.
I can't please them no matter what I do. I get on the floor, I play, I color.
There was no enthusiasm. It was like, oh, I've got to do this because I'm supposed to do this. Not that you wanted to do it. You didn't want to do it. You didn't.
Oh my God! It finally happened. Hold on. 100% Riz. If you don't know what's going on and you're watching this on YouTube, you're gonna have to come into the streams. Oh my God! How do I pin it? Now you don't pin it, Sammy. You pin it every time. Now you don't pin it. 100% Riz is crazy. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. Ever. Unbelievable. Look at that. 100%. What time is it on the West Coast? Autumn, it is 9:11. Exactly. Everybody just look at the chat. Check that out real quick. Let me know what you think about that number up there. Is that a big number? I can't even tell. Is 100 a good number? Huh. That's the first. I've never even seen that in chat. I've never seen someone get 100. That's crazy. This will probably never happen again. And it's right after I talked about Joe. All right, back to the show. Come on in live. Watch these live. Twitch.tv/NotRightName so you can understand what's going on here. If not, you're probably very confused. Come in and join the fun.
You want to do anything with your kids, and they see that.
It's not true.
It is.
I don't agree with that.
Damn,
There is no
Darlene.
effort there.
I love my kids and I get on the floor, I color with them, I play with
You know
them.
what? Seriously?
I'm more of the activity person. I'm very creative as far as coloring and arts and crafts.
Where was it yesterday?
Ooh.
Where was it when I was observing you? Where was it?
Yesterday was one day.
No, where was it?
I don't know.
Joe was really going at
At
it.
the end of the day, it's not happening. It's heartbreaking for them. But also, you're missing out. You know what I'm talking about, because you're sitting here getting emotional. You're getting emotional because you know what your boys are missing. You know what your boys ain't getting.
At least they're both emotional. That's at least a good sign.
Kids need it.
At least they're not lifeless.
We do love them very much.
Well, I talk a good talk, but I can walk a good walk.
Let them know, Joe.
And right up until now, you guys have been talking a good talk, but I need you guys to be walking it. So are we in or are we out? Because we don't have time to waste.
Imagine they just say they're out and the episode ends. Oh, you in or out? We're both out, Joe. Thank you for coming. We're gonna leave the kids outside. Thank you for watching Supernanny. It didn't go well this time. Just be like such a crazy way to end an episode. Yeah, we're gonna put the kids on the roof, Joe. You can do what you want with them.
I'm in.
All right.
I'm ready.
Right, then let's get.
Hold on, let's replay that. Did the dad say he was in? Hold on.
walking it. So are we in or are we out? Because we don't have time to waste here.
I'm in.
Okay. He said, Mom says, I'm in. Dad says,
Are we in or are we out? Because we don't have time to waste here.
I'm in.
There we go. He's ready to go.
Ready.
Right, then let's get to work.
Thank you.
The dad is ready. Twitch leaders Ray, Noel, Andrea, Zana, and Alyssa. No change.
Hello. Hello. The first thing I do want to do is to go in and help Diane and Don create
I'm okay.
a routine that's going to help put a lot of stability in the children's daily lives. So talk, Write down your cornerstones, and then we're gonna add a few more things in.
Angela, good try though.
So why are you writing talk?
I know it. So write down. That's what
Oh,
I'm
I
thinking.
thought
That's
she
why I
told me
got
to write it.
confused.
You're talking.
We're talking. 7 o'clock.
This is
put
that
down.
you are so not used to talking. You're like, right? No, we don't want to write talk. Diane. We don't want to write talk. We want to talk.
Yeah.
Okay, so Damon up at 6:45.
Once they can make a routine and not be overwhelmed by it,
I would
think
be,
it's
Lauren.
going to be more manageable for Mum to be able to do her chores and actually spend time with the kids.
Right?
Why didn't you do this a long time ago? It was just, wow. It's that simple?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. If you've had 3 kids, you don't know what a schedule is. You never thought about writing it down. You never thought about saying 6:45, kid wakes up, 7 that's I don't know. Well, yeah, a lot of crazy eyes here too. I don't know, that scares me. You don't know to write down things. They just said, how come we haven't done this sooner? You mean write down something and schedule it? You haven't thought about that? That's crazy.
This routine would have something new for the DeMello family.
Oh, jeez, that
Playtime,
scared me.
activities. You'd think that they would have a list of things they would want to
Anything.
do. But hey, who better to make the list than the kids?
Swing set.
There
Swing
you go.
sets.
Great, let's write that down.
I think it was the first time since I've arrived that I saw these kids actually smile.
Mini golf.
Mini
The whole
golf, we
family was
love it.
involved in, making the activities.
He does have good handwriting,
Dante like to
Brianna.
ride the bike too?
Yeah. Ride the bike. Ride the bike.
I could see the sparkle in their eyes.
Cute
I
kids.
want to do this, and I want to ride bikes, and they were shouting them out, and it was just great.
Hands up who spends too much time in the house.
The family did a great job in writing down ideas, but later on I am going to have to put them to the test when it comes to them going out together as a family.
And they got tons of swans out front. Swans are very scary, and I do not like them. There's like 30 swans. They're mean,
Now I
mean,
do need to
evil
implement
birds.
discipline, and I have been given a perfect opportunity to teach that because I've just seen Dante lash out at his brother.
Uh-oh.
Hey, behave.
Dante, that wasn't a nice thing to say to your brother.
It was also a chance to teach these children that it's not okay to shout out stupid at others.
Don't just call him stupid. He had a very good idea. That's not a nice thing. Okay, please say sorry to your brother.
Yeah, neither is mommy and daddy. You don't call people stupid. That's not nice.
Dante, if you don't apologise to your brother, I am going to put you in a timeout.
I'm going to put you on the roof. Damn, he is not speaking. What's up, Alexis? He's like, bet, I'm not going to talk to you.
Please tell your brother you're sorry.
So.
No, look at your brother and tell him you're sorry.
Dante stuck his heels in. I'm not apologising. I'm not saying sorry.
These
But
kids
you
are
think-
really quick to cry. They cry within 1 second. Hey, Andrea.
Think about it. If I don't hear it, you're going in timeout.
And then Mum jumped in and undermined me by pacifying Dante, which clearly shows me why discipline has never worked with this family.
Why is he so upset about having to say sorry? He's literally crying. Calm it down, Devontae. You shouldn't be so damn upset. Okay? Kaylee, thank you for the 5 gifted, my friend. I appreciate that very much. I know that Dante's a little sad that you did that, but I'm not. Jessica Baloney, Calvinette, Rachel, and Hardcore Haircraft. That is an interesting name. All getting subs from Kaylee. Thank you very much, Kaylee, I appreciate that. 36 on the day. Almost at 40. Thank you very much.
What you're doing? Tell me what you're doing. Look what you're doing.
Just consoling.
Correct. I'm trying to teach your child the importance of having respect. And to console him is basically say that
okay.
stroking that is then making me the bad cop. It's not about that.
I needed to show Mum that
He's still
discipline does
crying.
work as long as you follow through and you don't cave in pacifying your children.
It's all right. It's all right.
It looks like Joe's beating him up. Just the way that they have the music. It looks like Joe came over and like threw him to the ground and has him in a chokehold or something. Can you imagine?
You didn't say you're sorry. You didn't tell that.
I've actually never ever seen Joe pick up a kid before like this.
You didn't say you're sorry.
She hates this little demon. Look at him. She's like, I have to do this. He's going outside. I'd put him with the swans.
Mum and Dad looked at me like, really? Is she really going to do this to my child? Mum was holding her daughter like I was the big bad wolf.
This is like, dude, this is kind of, the mom is afraid of Joe.
I mean, if you want your kids to learn and change their behaviour, it means as a parent, you got to get tough every now and then.
And because you didn't, you're now going to stay here
What's up, Paulina?
for 4 minutes.
And when they saw that Dante just sat on that chair and understood what he should be doing and thinking about, they realised there was a point and purpose of...
But is that the first time their child has ever been properly punished, I feel like? It doesn't seem like they've ever really done it before.
why it was necessary to do.
Dante, I put you in the timeout here on the naughty chair because you
Because you are evil.
did not listen to me, okay? I want you to apologise, please, and tell me you're sorry. Dante, I'd like you...
Please say I'm sorry. Elsa!
Apologise, please, and tell me you're sorry. Dante, I'd like you to tell me you're sorry, please.
Sorry.
Okay, apology accepted.
Here we go. He
Let's
did
give
it. Thank you, Victoria, on the 100% Riz. Thank you, everybody, for all the congrats. I appreciate all the love here today because of the Riz.
Hug and kiss.
I feel better about the timeouts. Before, I would just put them on the chair and just let them run away after a few minutes, and I thought timeout didn't work. But I realize now there's a right way to do timeout, so it does work.
Damon, Dante, look, I've got something to move over. Come over here, look.
When these kids get angry, they call out stupid. These children don't get the opportunity to express how they feel internally. So what I'm going to do is introduce a technique that will help them.
What we have here
What the hell's
are
that?
lollipops.
Those ain't lop, Joe. Those are not lollipops. I can't say the word right, so I'm just going to keep playing it and act like I didn't say it wrong.
Different kind of lollipops. This is going to encourage the communication by allowing the children to freely choose the lollipop that represents how they're feeling.
When Joe brought in those lollipop sticks with the little faces on them,
Oh, wait a second. What year is this? Did Joe invent emojis? What year is this? That's like that's 2009. That's like our early form emoji right there. That's the old school. That's what you guys that have Android still have. No Android hate. I'm sorry. I gotta get it out of the way. Emojis. Looks like a beaver and a human. Feeling scared. I would hold... That would be so funny to just have in public. And you're like, if we all use those and you're like on the subway and someone walks by you and you hold up a feeling scared sign and then everybody else holds up a feeling scared sign. That'd be really funny.
that's a little challenging.
Hold on. Uh-oh. What the... Joe. Jesus Christ. Oh,
Those lollipop sticks
that
with
face,
little faces
Joe.
on them.
Jesus Christ. God damn, Joe.
That's a little challenging. Naturally, at first, I'm thinking my kids are too little for that.
This one is when we're feeling silly.
I would just literally walk around all day with the feeling scared thing.
Hey.
Okay, that's a better one.
And we're feeling silly because we want to do silly things.
I thought that was adorable, the way she laid them all out, and the kids were excited to see what each one was going to be, and they couldn't wait to
see
pick
all
out
of
how
them.
they felt.
Damon, which one are you feeling right now?
Rage.
Silly.
Oh,
you
okay,
pick them?
silly.
You hold it.
He's feeling
You're feeling
silly.
silly. Okay, what are you feeling? You're feeling happy.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay, Dante, hey,
Look at that is a scary face.
silly.
Hold on.
Okay, what are you
Look
feeling?
at the happy face emoji.
You're feeling happy. Okay.
That is terrifying. What is that, Joe? Oh my god, that is the scariest smiley face I've ever seen. God, that is like, yeah, the eyes are so scary. Get that out of there.
Dante, how you feeling? You're feeling loved.
Oh, look at
Using
that.
the lollipop technique will give the children the opportunity to explain how
Feeling tired. That would be me. Not even trying to be relatable. I'm tired almost all the time at this point in my life. So I would be holding that up really all. Even I'd wake up in the middle of the night and hold that
they're
up.
feeling if they want to. And if they don't want to talk about it, at least we've made the first step in them holding up the faces. And later on in the afternoon, I let the parents put that technique into practice.
Let them decide. Let them decide.
Okay.
What's that one?
I'm thinking.
My kids are definitely
Okay, it wasn't that funny.
a lot smarter than I thought. The age factor is a factor, but not like I
You
was.
just said they're a lot smarter than I thought. That's such a backhanded compliment. You know, I thought my kids were stupid as fuck, but you know what? It turns out they can read. Feeling naughty. Oh, boy.
Thinking. What do you got, Damon?
I'm
You're feeling angry? How come?
Oh.
I'm gonna time
Huh? You're angry about timeout?
I can see Damon opening up more now that he's got those lollipops because he can't wait to show me the way he feels. So it's nice that I can understand him now.
What?
Get
He tried to go for that same joke. It didn't hit.
We are actually going out on an adventure.
So with Dad at work, I wanted Mum to address her worst fear, and that was taking all her kids out in public. Would they behave the same way they do inside?
Basically, we're going to parent on the fly. We're going to deal with it as it happens.
I thought, oh no, what kind of adventure is this going to be? Because I wasn't sure if I was going to handle all 3 kids.
Does she never go out? What? I'm so confused by this family. Has she never really gone out with them? It feels like they actually genuinely don't leave the house. Like she's scared to go anywhere with them. That's sad.
So we're on our way to the supermarket now because what you're going to do is pick up the kids' lunch.
It's one of the biggest nightmares I have, taking 3 kids
Oh no, I guess she's never done this.
to the grocery store.
All right. You've got your kids behind you. Never have your kids behind you.
Oh.
I deadass could handle this. I swear I could. I could figure it out.
Dante? No, come on, we gotta go get our
Dante,
lunch.
boys, Dante, come here, please.
Dante, come here,
This is where
please.
you need eyes at the back of your head.
Hold on, look at that old ass lady.
Okay, boys, Dante, come here, please.
Dante, come here,
This is where
please.
you need eyes at the back of your head.
This lady. I'll do the damn disciplining for you. Get over here, Dante. You know, she's raised some kids. Look at that. That's Miss Jean. Miss Jean's raised children. She just wanted camera time. She just wanted to get on camera. What's up, Abby?
I had to remind her a couple of times to keep the kids in front of her,
Gianna picked those out. Gianna,
because when they start to lag behind, she doesn't know what they're doing.
you can have that for the picnic.
I'm gonna go.
You like onion rings,
Yes.
Dante?
They have onion.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God, did she just lose her daughter? Oh my God. Not the uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I looked down for Gianna and she was gone.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That is insane to me that you could just let a 2-year-old run off like that.
Where'd Gianna go?
That's
I've got a
crazy.
mum.
That's crazy. Joe had to get her at the exit. Nah. Joe looks like she's about to cry.
Who's not watching where a younger child is.
You could tell Joe is just running.
And it's as simple as that.
That's crazy. Oh my God, the kid was out the exit. That's scary. How long was she not watching?
Help me find her, Dante.
Hold on. Help me find her, Dante. Chat. Would you not be frantic if your 2-year-old girl was not around? I would not be like, help me find her. I would be like, we're going to the front. I am shutting this place down. That's crazy.
It's at the back of your head. I'm not messing with you here.
Oh, 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 oh. Bro, Joe I love when Joe is upset.
Bruh.
She is not a happy camper.
Right.
When I came back with Gianna, Mum's face was panic-stricken.
You were focused on that deli, and your head was turned. I'm telling you now, you've got to be diligent.
Gianna, no running. Stay with
Man,
Mama.
bro.
I was thankful that it wasn't a stranger, and I knew there was a lesson to be learned.
God.
If
Freaky.
Mum learns to keep an eye on her kids, she'll actually realise that she can have fun with them and actually enjoy being out.
Dante, we're gonna go have our lunch and then we're gonna come up and play.
Hey, put the kid in the car. She's 2.
They were well behaved. There was no fighting.
That's a big pickle.
You know.
So far, she's doing a
They like
fabulous
pickles.
job. I hope that this has really encouraged Mum to get out of the house more so that she grows that confidence daily and the kids start to enjoy themselves more, and so does Mum.
You wanna go upstairs and see what they have upstairs?
It was a nice day out. I feel I can take them out a lot more. Somewhere that's interesting for them. Let them explore and have a good time.
We're gonna go over here. We're gonna go to the other.
She really has never taken these kids anywhere. That is so sad. I'm feeling really bummed for them, to be honest.
No, Gianna. Don't throw food. No.
Later on, Dad was back from work and Gianna was kicking off. And as these parents both know how to do discipline, I thought it'd be a good idea if Dad did it. One warning. Okay, she goes to the chair and you explain why.
cursing, 5 minutes,
Set the
no
alarm for
problem
how
at
many
all.
minutes?
2 minutes.
See you, Paige.
Correct. She gets off, you place her back with no communication. She does her 2 minutes, you go back, you explain, and then you tell her you want her to apologise, okay? You need to tell Daddy you're sorry. Hugs and kisses, get off the chair, move on. Dad had the steps down on paper, but it remained to be seen if he could execute it.
You eat your food, or you're gonna go in timeout. You got a choice. You either
Sounds like
eat
a
or
mob
you go to
boss.
timeout.
You either gotta eat your gabagool or you're going out with the rats.
You either eat your lunch or you go in timeout.
First step, and Dad had fallen off the rails. I just needed to put him aside to ask why. What is stopping you from doing this?
I'm thinking she's too little.
Okay, all right. So you think right now, at 2.5, she's too young
She's
to
not
be
able to
disciplined.
understand what the timeout chair means.
You think she's too...
Okay, this dad thinks his kids are really stupid. You don't think a almost 3-year-old knows what timeout means? I don't understand that. He also was stunned that his kids could understand what emotion was and could read signs. I don't know if this dad thinks very highly of his children.
Too young. The answer is she's not.
Okay.
She is of the correct age where she would be disciplined now.
It's crazy.
All right, we're gonna go in the timeout. Come on.
Finally, Dad got going with Gianna, and I just hoped that he would remember all the steps.
You're not listening to Daddy and you're not eating. And no blinking, timeout. Back on that chair.
Don't talk, no communication, remember the paper.
Why is it that even when it's written down, he doesn't do it correctly?
Come on.
Don't talk.
Because he's a dad, and apparently dads don't know how to do this.
Because it's not rocket science. You look at it, you see the steps, and you just do.
He just called him dumb.
What are you doing? What's that? What are you
Breaking
doing?
a rule.
Do what you're supposed
Pointing
to
a
do.
wand at her.
It was obvious that he thought Gianna didn't understand what he was doing. And who's paying the price? Gianna.
Stop for a minute here, because you're
She's so mad at him. Oh, she's so mad at him. I love it. I would be too.
creating the failure, and guess who's sitting on the timeout? Not you.
That's not right.
No, it's not. And I'm not pleased with that. Get with the program
Damn.
so that your child doesn't have to be going through this 24/7.
In the end, both Don and Gianna managed to do this for 2 straight minutes.
Daddy put you in timeout because you didn't do what Daddy told you to do. You didn't eat your lunch.
These
Now
kids
say
hate
sorry
chairs.
to Daddy. Sorry, Daddy? Oh, okay. I love you.
He was so happy about that.
Dad did the final steps
Hey,
of the
Jordan.
timeout properly. I just hope that he can do it just as well from top to bottom whilst I'm gone.
I want to let you guys know that I'm leaving.
This is it?
Yes, I am leaving for several days.
Are they going to have difficulties? Oh, yes. Without a doubt.
She has no
These
faith.
kids are going to test them.
Homework.
Because Mum and Dad need help with their communication, whilst I'm away, I'm going to leave them with a communication exercise to do. When Mum and Dad need to talk about certain issues, they're going to write that down into the circle, and they're each going to take turns until they come to the middle. And there, they will both come
I need a new husband. I need more than just a copy. Oh.
to a resolution.
Let's get together and go over budget. I will not make an appointment on date. Don't know what that means.
I hope, for their sakes, their kids' sakes, that they really continue to do this when I'm not there.
All right, and follow through.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, she is smiling.
Without Joe
now.
here for the next couple of days, I'm a little nervous that we're not going to be able to pull it off as good. We'll just be right back to where we were before.
Thanks, Joe.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
This family have certainly shown a lack of faith in themselves whilst I've been there. I just hope it doesn't fall apart at the seams whilst I'm gone.
If I saw the Supernanny taxi in person, I would lightly tap it so that we could pull over and exchange insurance. And I would act like I don't know her. And I'd be like, let's exchange numbers just in because I think that there might be some damage. And let me take some pictures of your car just to make sure that the damage isn't too bad. And then, yeah, give me your number and let's FaceTime. I think the kids might be smarter than the parents. Anna, I agree. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Panda? What a good way to get somebody's number. Just crash into them. Gently. You know, a little love tap. And then you're like, ah. Shoot. What am I looking at right now? What's on the screen? A river. Pretty smart, thank you, my friends. I'm on to something there. I'm on something. Nice looking lake. They got money, man. Imagine living off a lake. I can't. I legit can't. I would have coffee every day out there.
The DeMello family have had
That's
a lot
100%
of
Riz,
work
you're
to
right.
do whilst I've been away.
Hello.
Hi, Joe.
The DeMellios are doing nothing but TikToks while I was gone. Dixie and Charlie in the kitchen doing the renegade.
So I just hope that they've put their heads together and made it happen.
Realistically, how well do you think you've done?
I think I've done pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah, more good than bad.
All right, well, let's take a look then.
Great.
What's your favorite thing about the
first
fans? What do
thing
you
we
mean
are
by
gonna
that? What does
take a
that
look
mean?
at is toy time out.
Essie, don't put down lakes. What the hell? I don't want to know that now. I thought lakes were good for the economy.
What did the baby do?
Ecosystems.
What did he do? Was he naughty? Come on out. You're a good boy now. Come up, come play.
Very sweet.
That was probably the best
Okay,
British,
so to
British
answer your
accent
questions,
ever.
does your child understand?
Oh, yes. 2 years.
She's learning.
Surprisingly so, yeah.
She's learning.
See, Mom looking kind of good right now. Hold on. Just saying. Hey, baby, how are you? Do an Irish accent? I can do Jacksepticeye. Top of the morning to your lattes. And then I'll never do that again. Ever. Ever, ever, ever.
And then what she'll do is do that in her own world with her own toys. And she'll mimic the life that she lives. And that's exactly what she's doing. So let's move on to yourself, Don, doing time outs.
All right, then you're going to go back in time out.
Is that kid in the army, or is that, what is that called if you're wearing military clothes without being in the military? You can get arrested for that. That is a real stolen valor. Yeah. This kid should get in trouble for that if he's not in the army. They do have to be careful about that. I've seen TikToks about it. I see Damon's doing
Let go
well.
of the chair. Yes, you are. I said you are. I'm not going to argue with you.
He sounds like a mobster. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Why are you talking to him if he's in time out?
Just trying to teach him something.
You're sabotaging
His
the
dad
technique.
kind of sucks.
He says something, you've got to get the last word in. He
Don't
says
lie,
something,
his
you've got to get
dad's
the
not
last
the
word in.
best.
And all you're doing is winding him up.
I'm just saying, you know,
He's used to going tit for tat, so I think he's having a little hard
Tit?
time trying to control his,
This is
you
a
know,
family
arguing
show.
back and forth, because that's what he's used to doing.
What was that noise? What the hell was that? An animal?
to control his, arguing back and forth.
What the hell was that? You hear that? Anyone hear that groan? Hello? All I hear is, ugh.
A hard time trying to control his, arguing back and forth because
Who just growled? It's like a tiger in the background.
that's what he's used to doing. So he's falling into old behavior.
Correct, it's old behaviour, but you're behaving like you're in a
I
playground.
don't like that at all.
You're not being the adult here. You're not even acting mature, Don. You need to think hard.
There's a lot of sexual innuendos happening. I don't like it. You need to think hard. Is this what am I watching a new show?
Circles.
Didn't support.
If you say I didn't support your cause,
Oh.
and I'm telling you, then we need to go over the values and rules so I can support your cause.
Just keep going around circles, honey, until we meet in the middle. I guess that's the idea. This isn't
It's
it?
pretty. I blame the fried pickles. I just ate.
Because we didn't come to the middle. That's not resolved.
I know. So it's your turn to write anyway.
Yeah, his dad. I'm gonna tell you what. Once again, I don't think his dad cares. We learn every episode dad doesn't care too much. I don't think his dad cares at all.
I'm not walking away from. I'm trying to do
Well,
two
don't
things at
know.
once.
We're supposed to come to an agreement as we get to the middle.
It's your turn to write.
These two, let me say this right now. These two are not in love. These two are not a good couple. These two are not happy. I haven't seen them do one thing where I was like, you know what? That's good. That's good. That's a good couple right there. You know, they got some good chemistry. That is not going great for them, which is probably part of the reason why they're not doing well. What's up, Nelly? Joe ain't gonna be happy about that. Are you out of your bloody mind?
Yet again, every technique you're sabotaging. I don't care what show's on telly.
I'm going to cut off your willy.
It's not as important as what's going on between the pair of you.
Right.
How did you feel at the table by yourself?
I felt like this is why I don't communicate, because I don't get anywhere. And I just felt like I was all alone.
So basically then...
Is that
I
real
don't
fruit
get
or fake fruit?
anywhere.
I'm not fucking leaving!
That's got to be real. Sazzy, thank you for the 11 Prime. It's your 23rd birthday. Happy birthday, Sazzy. Hope is it your birthday? Like, did it just turn your birthday, or is your birthday over soon? Is that real fruit? I think so. I see either a burnt pear or that's a avocado. You think it's fake? Wait, hold on. Wait, no way is that fake. No, those are real grapes. Those are real grapes. No way. Grapes are... Oh. These right here look real, the way that's like that. Man, maybe you guys are right. I don't know. Not one person thinks they're real but me. That's crazy. Look at the pears. That's an avocado. They do have a lot of plants in the background. Is that not an avocado? What are you guys looking at that I'm not? This. What is this? That's not a pear. Pears aren't that color. Man, I'm trying to visualize what you guys are looking at. I don't know. I don't know. I'm upset about it. It's cake. I agree. We'll just leave it at that. This is all cake. Apple is fuzzy. That to me is a peach, if I had to guess, but you know. The yellow pear next to the avocado. Oh, you think so? This is a pear. You know what? I'm going to continue the episode. This is not making me insane. What's up, Nicole? I feel like I can't see right. Yeah,
I'm not fucking
I'm losing my mind. What's up, Kimmy? Good to see you. Thank you for the 19 Prime. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for 19 straight. Oh, we'll take a picture of this. Okay. I'm going to save that for later. I'm going to get some opinions from professional fruit people.
And I just felt like I was all alone.
So basically then...
If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment if that's real or not. I think it's real. Just say it's real. Lie.
You're living like a divorced couple, but underneath the same roof, to be honest.
Jordan said, I've literally seen fruit like that in a fruit store. Thank you, Jordan, for having my back. I appreciate you for saying that.
There's still a lot of work to be done. My question is whether you can actually look at yourself and see your flaws and change those.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, sir.
Those two are not in love.
I could see from watching the DVD that Dad was still struggling
Pears are
with
a bit more
discipline
green.
big
It's a
time.
peach. Thank you. Thank you. Finally, somebody that knows fruit.
However, Damon gave me an opportunity to show Dad how to
Hi,
do
Sandy.
discipline again the correct way.
Tavia.
Sit properly. Now finish eating. Dante, sit down.
Damon, go.
Dante should have been on a warning board.
Look at that drawing on the back there. That's terrible drawing. It's still fake. Maddie, come on.
By now.
I already did one. I already did one. About 3 minutes ago.
This house is
Then
chaos.
follow through. Actually, I don't think I've ever.
Okay, how about let's do another one? You want to do another one? Let's do another one.
Then follow through. Actually, I don't think I.
Are those flowers real or fake? You guys are so smart. Let's see what you think on that one. Don't even start by saying they're fake. Y'all are gaslighting me. Those are real flowers. I'm going to end the stream. Those are real flowers. Right. There's water in the vase. Look at this. Water in the vase. You don't put water in a vase of fake flowers. This is insane that you guys think they're fake. I am disgusted. It's winter. You don't get flowers. It's winter. You don't get roses in February? Huh? Dead of winter, February. #1 rose month. Let me cook. I'm cooking. How about this? Flowers are real, fruit are fake. Flowers are real, fruit is fake. Let's end it there. End of discussion. Flowers are real, fruit is fake. And I'll move on with it. How's that? I will accept the fruit. But you gotta give me something. Now you're gonna say the cabinets are fake, the knobs are fake, this right here, these napkins are fake. Let's take a plea deal.
I've ever spent as much
That
time
honestly is
going
fake. Yeah, no, you're
over
not
the
wrong there.
steps of a naughty
Thank you, Nelly.
technique than I have in this family. It went in one ear and out the other.
The
I
marriage is
told you.
fake.
You got up. You got up. I told you not to get out of the table. Now you stay
Betsy.
in timeout.
And Don had a major problem with being quiet. So I just thought the only way I'm going to teach this guy how to do that is to really put a mask over his mouth.
Oh my God, she's gonna suffocate him.
I'm going to ask you to wear to keep your mouth.
She said, Christy, and I quote, "Shut your mouth." Hi, Ryan. I'm new to Twitch. Mr. Morningstar. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here.
Handed over a muzzle pretty much in the form of a mask
She gave him a mask with a smiley face on.
type of thing.
That's funny. He didn't even put the mask on right. This guy can't do anything. Look at the way that mask is coming off. Oh, my goodness.
You know, it worked, but it's still hard. Believe me,
Joe
even
predicted
without-
COVID, yeah. I think that in 11 years, there's going to be a global pandemic. So I want you to wear these masks to be ahead of the game. So smart, Joe. Well, it's certainly not working.
Eventually, Dante realised that he wasn't going to win this one, and Dad was going to knuckle down and do what was necessary.
Jesus.
And it was the first time that Dad
was
got
a
it
genius.
right.
So, we go back and we do what?
Explanation.
Hey.
Mask on.
Hi, Dante. Well, the reason why I had you in timeout is because you didn't do what Daddy said. You didn't sit at the table until you were excused. Oh, Daddy, you're sorry.
Sorry.
Give me a hug.
He thinks it's a game. I agree.
I tell you, it's been a long time coming, but I can say now safely that Dad does know how to do a timeout.
Wow, it took Dad 7 days to learn how to do a timeout. Try not to be negative here, but I don't have a lot of faith. It literally took this man like 80 hours to learn this.
Right.
Well, okay. All right.
Jesus, good for you, Dad.
Finally, progress. But unless Mum and Dad come together, then nothing actually will ever get solved.
Ready for some work? Yeah? Good. Because I will need you to put your coats on because we're going outside.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
It is coming to the end of my time with Diane and Don.
Not Tori.
But what I want to do is to take them outside. There's a very
What is that? She's about to make them Joe's the funniest person alive. Is she about to make him sculpt an ice figure? That's so fucking random. That's the last thing I expected to be on their front lawn was a giant block of ice like this. That's funny.
important point to be made.
As you can see, we have a very large block of ice. It's quite symbolic because
Very deep down at the bottom was a photograph of the pair of
Oh, I thought she was gonna make them make that. I was like, Joe, that's crazy.
them.
Does that picture
remember
remind
that
you?
photo.
Yes.
Would get a blowtorch to it.
That was our first year of marriage, actually.
Do you remember how you both felt in that photo?
I do.
How?
Excited to be together, happy.
Less stressful,
But
free.
it takes work. It takes work to remain in that place.
Mm.
And I just really basically spoke to them about the importance of their marriage, their parenting. These things take time and you have to chip away at making sure that you are willing every day to put in what's necessary to get the results that you want.
Good analogy.
So, take a nice pic.
Yeah, you guys think the ice is fake too? Is it Jello?
Because you're both going to chip away from the top.
Nah, that's crazy. First of all, that's got to be a little dangerous, number one. Number two, I love Joe. I don't know if I'd sit there and do this. I don't think I would. I think I'd be like, listen, this is so much work. This would take hours. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it.
To reach that photo underneath.
Your eyes.
Oh my God, look at this.
Let's get it, baby.
Oh wait, how the hell? What is he, a superhuman?
Let's get it.
I thought it was a pretty neat
Okay, maybe it's easy ice, because if that's a real block of ice, it ain't breaking like that. So maybe it is fake.
thing to do because we were chipping away at
He's gonna stab her. He's got serial killer grip. He's got Dexter grip. Look at that. Leather gloves. This man, dude. This dude is scaring me the way he's doing that. Tell me he's not too excited. I agree. That's a scary pause.
all the
Damn, look at this guy. Jesus, dude.
Bruh.
He's already done. What in that dude? This dude has been waiting for this. He's already done.
Stress and aggravation. We just got to this happy couple, and it just brought back a lot of memories.
My God. They got that picture in no time.
I really think that I've made Dad think about
She's still stabbing it.
his behaviour and how that affects his wife, his
Oh,
marriage,
that's funny.
his kids, his family.
If
He
you
was
want
really
how
hitting
you
it.
both felt here, then you got to work it.
Do you want it, baby?
Yes.
I want it.
That was the first nice thing they've said to each other.
Let's go inside.
And as we started to walk away, he turned around very casually and said,
It's my fault.
Wow.
What was that I just heard?
That's my fault, really.
That motherfucker knows he's mic'd up. Let's be real.
Why?
Well, it's hard to own up.
Why?
They're in the middle of a hurricane. It's so messed up to have a nice moment in the 75-mile-an-hour winds. Look at this.
Own up.
I would be so pissed off. They're having the deepest moment of the show. And Hurricane Katrina's coming through. Joe.
Why?
I don't know. Stubborn. I'm a man. I don't know.
It makes me laugh so hard.
I'm feeling that all
Don't worry about the tornado. I want you guys to talk about your feelings.
of this is really making a deep impact on Dad. So when we got into the house, I asked him just to express how
I'll
he's
try
been
my best,
feeling
Karen.
to Mum.
Sometimes I forget, to be honest.
Sorry,
I'll
I
try.
like the way I've been acting. My selfishness.
Okay, hold on. One more, and then we're done. I don't want to. This is probably. Is that brick real or fake in the background? I have my answer, and it's obvious. Thank God. Okay, if you guys said it was fake, I was going to end stream. That's real brick right there. That's real brick. Of course you will, Noel.
I hope that from this point on that we can move forward and
Yeah, Noel.
raise our kids the way that
Fake brick around the fireplace.
we want to raise them, the right way. So I want to try. I want to try and work at it. Because I love you and the kids.
Thank you.
It's my whole life.
I love you too.
Whatever. Want an update? I'll put it up on.
Listen, I'm going to go.
When I went in, Mum and Dad weren't really on the same page together. The kids never went out and played. Mum felt like she was stuck in the house, and Dad really couldn't be bothered, to be honest with you. But now they've got communication, and they're enjoying their family life.
Bye-bye, darling. Bye-bye. I'm going to get...
I didn't think anything could come of this crazy stress.
What?
I'm going to get...
I didn't think anything could come
Nasty.
of this crazy stressed out family. What a difference.
No
I'm just
update.
going home now. Take care. Make me kiss, kiss, kiss.
Ignorance, I guess, is bliss, but there wasn't much bliss in my house, I'll tell you. Joe helped us with a lot of things.
How are you, huh?
I know the kids are going to be a lot happier. They're going to see the change in their...
Okay, one more thing. Fun update. Not fun update. Who do you think is older? Don or Diane? Who do you think's older, the wife or the husband? I have their ages. I have their birth certificates. If you said husband, you are correct. Don, 43. Diane, 40. I thought Don was older than that. I'm not going to lie.
their mom and dad, and it's
He
going to
looks
make
great
for a
for
happier
40.
family.
Don, keep going. Keep going, okay?
So you were right.
All right, listen, remember your family. It's a priority.
Sometimes it
No
was
update on this family.
hard pills to swallow.
How
Thanks, Joe. But I think we can work it out.
Let's listen to this family the second Joe leaves. Listen to the noise.
Pills to swallow. Thanks, Joe. But I
They're screwed. It's done. There's no chance this family's safe.
think we can work it out, and I think it's gonna work. I know it's gonna work.
Yeah, good for you, buddy. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I love the ending song, man.